Budget gaming laptops must hit that sweet spot where affordability meets playability. As we kick off 2024, finding the best cheap gaming laptop can be a quest, but fear not, warriors. There are budget beasts out there waiting to unleash your inner gamer. Don't let the price tag fool you. These machines can handle VR worlds and AAA titles with surprising smoothness. So ditch the wallet-crushing specs and embrace the budget brawl. Your next gaming adventure awaits. So without wasting your time, let's dive in. Number 5. Asus TUF Gaming A15. The Asus TUF. A15 is a sturdy budget laptop that can survive drops, bumps, and more, all while letting you play nearly any game at the highest settings. It's got excellent battery life, and we've yet to find a gaming laptop that beats it there. The TUF A15 is built to military-grade standards that give it an incredible amount of protection against impact damage and extreme temperatures. If you need a laptop that'll hold up to a rigorous traveling schedule, then the TUF A15 is a perfect choice. This sturdy construction is backed up with a massive battery that can last upwards of 8 hours on a single charge if run with power-saving modes on. It'll hold up to the most intensive games and apps too. The 2023 TUF A15 is built with an RTX 4050 GPU and an AMD Ryzen 7 7735HS, powerful enough to compete with Intel's 13th Gen chips. A version of the TUF A15, exclusive to B&H, upgrades this hardware to an RTX 4060 and a blazing fast Intel Core Y9, which is an unbelievably good deal for around $1,200. In terms of flaws, some reviewers have had issues with the AMD CPU, claiming that programs can lag if more than a couple are active at once. The Asus TUF A15 is the definition of reliable, and it's a great choice for gamers who know they'll put their hardware through its paces. Number 4. Dell G15. The Dell G15 is a popular 15.6-inch budget laptop, and for good reason. It's an inexpensive option that offers both great graphics and some of the best laptop CPUs you can buy. Depending on your budget, you can buy the Dell G15 with an RTX 3050, 4050, or 4060 GPU, which are all great options. But the G15's processor is where it truly shines. The Dell G15 is one of the only budget laptops to use 13th generation Intel CPUs. These are leagues faster than most laptop CPUs on the market, turning this inexpensive device into a multitasking beast. There are AMD versions available as well that are nearly as fast. That's not the G15's only surprising feature. The RTX 4050 model can be configured with 16 GB of RAM and a full terabyte of solid-state storage, both of which are fantastic for the price. And unlike other budget laptops, it has a great screen. Full HD options are available with up to a 360 Hz refresh rate, nearly double the industry average. The 165 Hz and 360 Hz configurations also deliver vibrant visuals with a brighter image than the 120 Hz option. The 165HZ model we reviewed is one of the few budget gaming laptops that doesn't suck to watch movies on. The Dell G15 earns its popularity with great hardware and a price that's hard to beat. We're excited to see how Dell improves it in 2024 and beyond. Number 3. Gigabyte G5 Gaming Laptop. Gigabyte is known for reliable, no-frills PC gaming hardware, and the 2023 version of its Gigabyte G5 laptop is a perfect example of that philosophy. The G5 doesn't look great in design, but it's powerful, and at a typical street price of around $950, it's one of the most affordable RTX 4060 equipped laptops around. Weighing in at about 4.5 pounds, the 15.6-inch Gigabyte G5 we recommend here is outfitted with an RTX 4060 graphics card and a 12th Gen Intel i5 CPU. Though the processor is a bit old, finding an RTX 4060 at this price range is rare, and these specs should deliver stable frame rates in nearly any game. RTX 40 series cards also support NVIDIA's AI-powered Deep Learning Supersampling (DLSS) feature, which can massively boost frame rates in supported games without straining your hardware. This is accompanied by a full HD 144Hz screen and a great trackpad and keyboard. In terms of other specs, the G5 isn't perfect. It only comes with 8 GB of RAM, which isn't enough to play some intensive games without lag. Call of Duty, Warzone for instance, recommends at least 12 GB. But luckily, the RAM is customizable, meaning you can add up to 64 GB later. The Gigabyte G5 is simple, but for gamers wanting great performance on a budget, it's absolutely a standout pick. Number 2. Acer Aspire 7 Gaming Laptop. Unlike other entries on this list, Acer doesn't really market the Aspire 7 as a gaming laptop. It's more of a general-use, everyday laptop that just happens to feature a great graphics card. But if you're looking for a budget laptop with a 15.6-inch screen that's both powerful enough to play your favorite games and portable enough to carry wherever you go, the Acer Aspire 7 is a fantastic choice. The Aspire 7's RTX 3050 GPU is surprisingly high-end for an everyday laptop. It's not the best around, but it's more than powerful enough to run most modern games alongside content creation apps like Adobe Photoshop and Premiere. The Aspire 7's biggest strength is its size. It's slim, relatively light, and doesn't have the giant back bumper that some gaming laptops have. This does mean that it gets hot quickly though, especially when playing intensive games. You'll want to keep the Aspire 7 elevated when gaming. Check out our guide to the best laptop cooling pads for some options to help with airflow. The laptop's Intel i5-1240p processor does slack a bit though, and it's weak compared to the kind of CPUs you'll find on true gaming laptops. You should also remember that it only has a 60Hz screen, which is well under the 144Hz or higher refresh rate offered on most laptops built for gaming. Number 1. Acer Nitro 5 Gaming Laptop with RTX 4050. Our top pick in our list. The Acer Nitro 5 is an affordable gaming laptop that offers powerful hardware for a low price, which helps cement it as our top pick overall for the best gaming laptop on a budget. Nitro 5 models offer one of the cheapest ways to snag 30 or 40 series NVIDIA RTX GPU. The 15.6-inch model we highlight here sells for less than $1,000 and has an RTX 4050. That's strong enough to run nearly any game at stable frame rates. It also supports ray tracing in most games, which isn't always a guarantee on cheap gaming laptops. You can find even cheaper options if you're willing to step down to an RTX 3050 card. This isn't to say that the Nitro 5 can run every game at the highest settings. In our testing with an RTX 3060 configuration, some intensive titles like Cyberpunk 2077 lagged no matter how much we turned the graphics down, especially when other apps were open. But others, like Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered and Halo Infinite, stayed stable. And popular games with simple graphics like Fortnite and Valorant always ran wonderfully. If you're buying a Nitro 5, double-check that you're buying the right configuration for your needs before you commit. But also know that no matter the configuration, they all offer great value.